Greetings, everyone. Your boy Marvin Four here with Great American Survival, and today is a great day. Today we're bringing you a special review of the Espro Ultralight coffee press. This thing's incredible. It's the lightest coffee press on the market today, and it just makes one of the best cups of coffee you will ever have. Stick with us. I'll tell you all about it. Well, guys, as I said, caffeine and backpacking are two of my favorite things. Right here, I'm going to show you the Espro Ultralight coffee press, which helps me combine the two and cut weight from my coffee kit. Now, if I'm going to carry a backpack, if I'm going backpacking, I'm usually not going to carry a kit like this. I'm just going to do instant coffee, and that's generally going to be it. I boil water, add some instant coffee, and I'm on the trail. But this kit right here, I got it about a year ago. This is the 1st of April 2019. And this kit has been incredible. I've had it just over a year. I got it off of Kickstarter. And I've already tried the original Espro coffee press, but the travel press. But this is the Ultralight. And by Ultralight, they mean 9.6 ounces for the entire kit. Now the kit is made up of 7 pieces. You've got this double wall stainless steel thermos and press. This is the cylinder. I'll show you a picture of the graduation line in here is where you're going to fill the water to. Very cool. It's got a great coating. I've never had a problem with it. The finish after a year of washing and carrying it, banging it around, the finish still looks brand new. I do have a second one, but I've never even opened it and used it because I've been using this one constantly. Because if you're on the trail, in 3 minutes, you can make another cup of coffee. If you have boiling water going, just constantly rolling, 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons, 2 heaping teaspoons like this of coffee, and fill it up with water, and in 3 minutes you have an incredible cup of coffee. This right here, I will say, it's just awesome. The coffee press itself, you do want to use a coarse grind, just like most French presses. If you're not familiar with using certain coffee grounds, you don't want it to be a fine, because then it's got a lot of surface area that's going to get coated with water, and it's going to make it really, really strong and really bitter. But by using coarse ground, or a French press, you're going to allow it to, in 3 minutes, it's just going to steep perfectly. It makes an incredible cup of coffee. The double filter works incredible. It's this really fine micro mesh. It's allowed to catch everything. I don't get powder. I don't get anything. It's incredible. Now you could I think they originally designed this just to be used if you're planning on using tea, like loose tea, and making hot tea. But I never take it apart, other than to clean it. And I use both pieces like that. Then you got the plunger rod, and then you got the mouthpiece up here. That's it. Then it does include, man, am I not clumsy tonight. It also includes the lid. The lid is a insulated sealed gasket, which when you twist it on the top, it's not going to leak. I've placed this in my backpack and I've never had it leak yet. It works awesome. So the best part about this is it's sturdy. I mean, it's a rock star. I mean, like I said, I have beat it up and it's just works great. When it comes to the insulation, it'll keep hot stuff and cold stuff hot. It'll keep hot stuff hot for 4 to 6 hours. I have put boiling water in here and left the house and gotten to where I was going, hiked a couple hours, and then still just added coffee to it and pressed out my coffee. And it was still hot enough for that. It's incredible. Now, if you wanted to, I've done this before also, on my way up somewhere, so I'm not boiling water somewhere. Last place you're going to stop at a gas station, you fill it up with hot water, you put the whole thing back together like so, screw the lid on, and you go. Then when you get somewhere, you dump a couple of teaspoons of coffee, 14 grams. So teaspoons, 2 heaping teaspoons is about 14 grams of this scoop, of this spoon. This is what I keep in my coffee pot, my coffee bag, and it works incredible. But what you're gonna do is, if you did that, fill it up with hot water, and I mean fill it up with hot water. Fill it all the way up to just inside, not all the way up to the lip, but just inside where it's covering the press inside, and screw this on. The more surface area inside of a thermos you keep warm, the longer it's gonna hold temperature. It's not about, you know, like fill it up to here and it'll keep it warm all that way. If you can fill it up to here with 200-degree hot water, man, there's a good chance that this will hold for 6 hours and not even phase it. I mean, it's just incredible. So, let's show you. We're going to start off. I've already boiled my water. It's over here in my little micro pot. I don't know if you ever use Bones coffee. This is one of my favorite coffees, whether I'm on the trail or I'm at home. And when I say I'm at home, I mean, when I'm at home, I use this coffee press all the time. I have a K-cup machine, but I love a fresh cup of coffee. And I love being able to make just a quick cup of coffee with this thing with just boiling water and a couple teaspoons of coffee. It's that simple. This thing works, and I can honestly say, if it was up to me, I would put this up against any coffee from anywhere else. You put two teaspoons of coffee from Bones Coffee in this thermos, press it after 3 minutes, let it steep for 3 minutes, and then press it out. This thing does just as good as any coffee you're going to get from any fancy little barista place that I've ever been to. It's incredible. It's a great cup of coffee, and it's a great press. It makes perfect coffee in 3 minutes. You put 2 teaspoons in there, and you're good. It's that simple. We're going to take this over here. And like I said, there's a little graduation line inside of it. You're just going to kind of swirl your water around in there, mixing everything up, blessing everything with this wonderful hot water, and creating loveliness throughout this little container. It is just incredible. I mean, it really is. Put the lid back on it. So I'm going to be making a second cup here in a little bit. We'll stir. Personally, I like to stir mine. And then we're just going to let it sit for the next 3 minutes. And that's it. Alright guys. Well, after 3 minutes, I gave it a little stir. And then you're just going to take the unit, just like this. Press it into here. Let it seat. You can smell it. Oh, it smells insane. The Bones coffee, this is called the White Russian. It's a tribute to the Big Lebowski. This is incredible. It's one of my favorite coffees they make. With this, I will say, I've never had an issue with leaving the coffee in here for any length of time and having it get extra, overly bitter. Just doesn't affect it, because once you're pressed down like this, it's all the way down. Minor saturation, that's about it. But after that, we're just going to pour it in here. Got my National Parks cup, like this. Man, that's pretty. Just beautiful. Just one insanely good cup of coffee. Well, now one thing I will say, unlike most of you, when I go backpacking, I usually use instant coffee. Starbucks Via, I use the Cafe Bustelo, and on most long-term backpacking trips, I'm not going to carry a coffee press on my trip. I'm just not going to do it. But this is an insane option. For weekend-long camping, backpacking trips, I've carried it many a times. On week-long backpacking trips, I've done it. Yeah, if I was doing it longer, I probably would shave a little weight. But if I'm only worrying about pulling between 10 and 20 miles a day on a high volume backpacking trip, I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, but when you start doing through hikes, you start getting into being, the whole gram weenie thing, saving every bit of every ounce you can. 9 ounces is a lot of weight. I mean, it really is. I mean, that's over half a pound. And when I first came across this, I thought, you know, it's a great little press. It's really small. It is hands down one of the bess presses I've ever used. I mean, it just really is. It really is that great. I have used, well, I've just used a lot of presses. It doesn't require any replacement of any special filters. It doesn't require anything more. When you're done is rinse this out, you know, slosh it around with a little water, pour it out, and you're ready to roll. Me personally, what I usually do is I press it like so. I'll shake it all out, get as much of it out as I can, and I usually put that in my little Ziploc waste bag that I pack out my wipes and all that with. And it's just me. I follow the leave no trace mentality. I'm not going to dump coffee grounds somewhere. Now, if I have a waste receptacle, a trash can, things like that, I'll use it. But other than that, I'm not going to dump my coffee grounds out in the woods. It's just not going to happen. When it comes to this press, the biggest plus to it is its insulating power. It keeps stuff hot or cold for 4 to 6 hours. It carries a 16-ounce, you know, volume. When you press out coffee, you're going to press out 16 ounces of coffee. That's either 2 small cups of coffee if you're planning on sharing, or 1 very nice cup of coffee if you're going to hog it all. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you be part of our community. We're a wonderful group. We're on Instagram and Facebook. And please, if you have any questions or comments, shoot them in the comment down below and tell me what you think. If you'd like to, please shoot us an email at greatamericansurvival@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Hope you guys are getting ready to enjoy the wonderful weather we have here. I'm in Georgia, so I enjoy a lot of backpacking time. Guys, hit the trail. Remember, get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy nature, be prepared, and stay safe. God bless, guys. We'll see you soon.